Moving on to the question 18, it is about arithmetic sequences. We have problems on sequences which are arithmetic. So it's only one type. It's very easy. All you need to see is what is the number that is being added. And they have already told it is arithmetic sequence. So there will be one particular number that has been added and the sequence is created. So we need to write the equation for the nth term. See, we have to just write an equation. That is basically write it in terms of an equals something like this. Okay, you have to write in terms of n. And then we have to use that to solve the seventh term. So there are two things we need to do. Let's do one by one. First things first. For arithmetic sequence, you have to know this formula an equals the first term, that is a1 plus n minus 1 times d. Let me tell you what these are. An is the nth term. Nth term means they'll ask you 10th term, 5th term, 7th term. That is the n value. A1 is always the first term. So in the sequence, what is the first number you can see? First term is this one, A1. What is n? N is the number n. And d is the common difference. See, there is a number that has been added here. Now you might have recognized already, it is not added, it's subtracted. They are subtracting 5 over here. Keep on subtracting 5. But how can we exactly find that? Not 5, find that. D is equal to A2 minus A1, the second term minus the first term. So what is that? Minus 8 is the second term. So this is the first term, second term, third term, and so on, right? You should take the greater term minus the previous term. I took minus 8 minus, what is the first term? It's again subtracted by minus 3. So now here what happens is minus 8 plus 3 gives you minus 5. This is the answer for D. You can put this in the calculator and get it. So we know the D value is 5. That is not 5, it's minus 5. Now we know the first term is minus 3. So these are the only things A1 and D are required to write an equation. See this first part, write an equation, and the second part. We will do the first part now. This is the second part. So the first part would be very simple. An is equal to minus 3. What is A1? It's minus 3 plus n minus 1. Don't write the 7 for now because writing equation, we have to leave it as n itself. Only d value we substitute. That is minus 5. So writing an equation, you require A1 and d only. Over here, you need n. That's it. Now then we will write it. We'll try to simplify. It's minus 3 plus this 5 has been multiplied. Minus 5 is multiplied inside. So what happens is minus 5 times n, that would be not plus over here, it'll be minus. See, when you multiply this, it'll be minus 5n, and minus 5 times minus 1 would be plus 5. So an will be equal to minus 5n. I'll write the n term first. And what about these two? 5 minus 3 would be plus 2. So that is the equation of an. The second thing now, n is given to be 7. All you do is over here, instead of an, you have to find a7. That means minus 5 times 7 plus 2. So the seventh term will be given as minus 35 plus 2. The answer is negative 33. This is it. This is the final answer. Now, even using this formula, you can find A7. You have to just substitute this as 7, It'll be A7 is equal to minus 3 plus 7 minus 1 times minus 5. If you put this in calculator, you get the same answer. But they have asked you, write an equation first. This is the first part. Then find the seventh term. That's the second thing. I hope this is clear. Now I will just go to the next question. We will solve it step by step as well. That's the answers, negative 33 and minus 5 and plus 2. Same problem again. You can do these by yourselves. A1 is equal to minus 2, given. This is all given to you in the question itself. D is equal to what? A2 minus A1, that is equal to 3 minus of minus 2. That is equal to, when you solve it up, it will be 3 plus 2, it's 5. And this is for the first part, okay? First thing, writing an equation. An equals a1 plus n minus 1 times d, and we have over here minus 2 plus n minus 1 times phi, and this is an, so that will be equal to minus 2 plus phi n minus phi, and that will be equal to phi n minus 7, that is an. So I hope this is clear. And now the second one, they want the seventh term. A7 will be equal to what? I'll just use this equation here because it's much easier, isn't it? 5 times 7 minus 7, that will be 35 minus 7. The answer is 28. That's it. So it's an equals phi n minus 7. That's the first equation. And the second one is 28. That's it to write. Now again, let me write it over here. You need to do all this by yourself, but I'll solve all of the problems. So you can stop watching now, solve them by yourselves. And then you can check whether your answers are correct or no. So A1 is equal to negative 11. D value is equal to second term, that is minus 15 subtracted by minus 11. So here we will have negative 15 plus 11, that is minus 4, that is D. And for the second part, we have n is equal to 7. This is the first part. First, writing an equation, that is an equals a1 plus n minus 1 times d. Remember, the brackets are very important because this is multiplied inside both the terms. And now an will be equal to negative 11 times n minus 1 times d is negative 4. And it's minus 11 plus, sorry, no, minus 4 times 4, and it'll be minus 4n plus 4. We'll have minus 4n minus 7. Minus 11 plus 4 is minus 7. So that is the an equation. That's the first answer. The second one will be a7 equals minus 4 times 7 minus 7. So 7 times 4 is 28, but negative sign remains, minus 7. So it'll be 7 times 5 is 35. Negative 35 is the final answer. That is the seventh term. So I hope this is all clear now. It's negative 35 and minus 4 and see we got it, and minus 7. Moving on to the last question. Here also it's the same thing. First term is a1, that is 0 minus 0.75, and then for the d we need to subtract minus 0.5 from minus 0.75, and here it becomes minus 0.5 plus 0.75. We are remaining with just 0.25, which is positive, that is d value. The first equation is given by an equals a1 plus n minus 1 times d. And what is the nth term? We have to just substitute a1 and d only, that is minus 0.75 plus, this is plus, n minus 1 times 0.25. Let's solve this up. Negative 0.75 plus 0.25 n minus 0.25. And here when we simplify this, it'll be 0.25 n, minus and minus becomes minus only, and add them up, it'll be minus 1. And for the seventh term, this is the second part of the question, all you do is substitute the 7 here, 0.725 times 7 minus 1. This is a quarter less to 2, that will be 1.75 minus 1, so it's 0.75. That's the answer. That will be the seventh term. Also, you can just start counting from here. You can do this as well because it's seventh, it's not too large or big. So minus 7.5 minus 0.5 minus 0.25, 0. Next will be 0.25, 0.5, 0.75. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh term is over here. So this is how easily we can solve problems on arithmetic sequences. And that is the end of the question 18.